The holidays are here, and many of us are feeling the pressure of gift giving, trying to find the perfect gift. But have you ever thought about the non-material gifts that you can give? Especially in our case, by sharing the music we make on our harps? You have a unique talent that brings comfort and peace and joy to the people you share it with. So let's think about this holiday season sharing a truly meaningful gift that only you can give. I'm Kathy Lowe. Welcome to the Primetime Harpist channel. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and if you're a new person, I hope you'll continue to follow this channel as I share my experiences of learning to play the harp starting at age 68. Today, I'm really starting to think about Christmas season and how I share that season with my family. And it's kind of a nostalgic time of year, isn't it? I remember my childhood growing up. Christmas was such an exciting and special time. I had many cousins who lived in the same town, and we always celebrated Christmas Eve together. This tradition went on for more than 60 years. We would sing Christmas carols and have lots of food to eat and wonder what Santa was going to bring to us the next morning. And as I think back on those times, I don't remember too many of the actual gifts that Santa brought, but I certainly do remember all of the joy of being together with family, sharing music together, and that happy time with the beautiful decorations on the tree. So let's think about really this season. What are the gifts that we can share that people will remember and that will be special to them in the future when they think about us? You know, when you share your harp music, it doesn't have to be perfect. I've mentioned many times how I used to stress over feeling I should be playing more and more difficult pieces as I progressed. But I soon figured out that it's the sound of the harp that's the most important. And even when you play the simplest thing on the harp, it sounds beautiful and other people really enjoy it. So I've taken a lot of pressure off myself by playing simpler tunes when I'm sharing my harp music with other people. That helps cut down a lot on nerves and anxiety of performing. So think about how you can share your harp music, and it doesn't have to be with a huge audience. You can just share it with a few family members who might be visiting with you, or even bring your harp to a family gathering. If that's even too much, think about recording some Christmas pieces, putting them out there on YouTube. That's how I started. I started recording during the COVID lockdown, and so there wasn't an opportunity to go out and play with my harp. And I had music prepared to play in church, and I started to record it. And as the lockdown continued on, our church services took place on Zoom, and they would often use a video of one of my harp pieces as the music during the service. So there's lots of ways to share, and these are ways that people will associate with the calm and peace and joy that they remember from Christmas. So think about sharing that gift, the gift of your harp music. You know, harp music is known for its therapeutic qualities. I know that some of you actually do play your harp in long-term care facilities or in senior centers, and it really does create an atmosphere of serenity and calm that people really enjoy, and it really does counteract all the stresses of normal everyday life. So as I mentioned, one really low stress way to share is to record your harp music. And this season I have recorded a few new pieces for me because I have a new double-strung harp that I have been concentrating on for the last 3 or 4 months. So I learned some pieces on that I'm going to share publicly in the coming weeks. But at the end of this video, I will give you a personal sneak peek at those pieces. So keep watching. Another thing as I get older that I think about a lot is, how will people remember me when I'm gone? Will they remember my professional successes and achievements? I don't think they'll remember that as much as just how I made them feel when we were together. And I know that I make them feel wonderful when they listen to the sound of the harp. So I'm hoping that that will be my legacy. And that may be yours as well. If you use the harp to share your love of music, the calm and joy and peace that it brings to you, that will be relayed to the other people in your life. I also hope that my friends and family will remember me for someone who was able to pursue my dream in my later years. I started something brand new, and it so much enriched my life. And I hope it has enriched the lives of others that I've shared it with. This is another thing I hope I'm remembered for, that you're never too old to share a dream. So please, don't let the fear of failure or making a mistake when you play for others stop you from sharing your beautiful harp music. I've shared before that I do have quite a bit of performance anxiety. I'll link that video here. And I've tried to overcome it in many ways, and it's an ongoing struggle that I'm determined to overcome. But don't let that stop you. Try to share in a way that feels comfortable to you, and keep on sharing, because the more you do, the easier it gets for you, and you've sent a little bit more joy out into the world by doing so. So what gift will you bring this holiday season to the people in your life? I'd love it if you'd share in the comments what you intend to do to share your harp music this holiday season. And I wish you all the happiest of holidays, the most joyful of times. And since I celebrate Christmas at this time of year, I have to close with saying Merry Christmas and happy harping.